Good morning, and welcome to September. Can't believe that it's already September the 1st of 2024. We're going to be reading Proverbs, the first chapter this morning, and it starts out the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment. Hang on, y'all. Equity. Good morning, whoever's just joined me. Glad you joined me. I'm going to start completely over. I run into a brick wall. I don't know what else to say. I just stopped reading and I don't know why. I'm really, really tired. I know that. It is early. I got up just so we could come in and get this Bible reading done. Not that I just want to rush through it, but we're in Proverbs chapter 1, the beginning of knowledge. Verse 1, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity, to give prudence to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discernment, or discretion. A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. To understand a proverb, an enigma, the words of the wise, and their riddles, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Good morning, Joy Bartlett. Shun evil counsel is the title of the next section, starting in verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and do not forsake the law of your mother, for they will be a graceful ornament on your head and chains about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait to shed blood, let us lurk secretly for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them alive like Sheol, and whole like those who go down to the pit. We shall find all kinds of precious possessions. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in your lot among us. Let us all have our purse. My son, do not walk in that way with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They lurk secretly for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who is greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owners. The call of wisdom is the title of the next section. Starts in verse 20. Wisdom calls aloud outside. She raises her voice in the open squares. She cries out in the chief concourses. At the openings of the gates in the city, she speaks her words. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? For scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn at my rebuke. Surely I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make your words known to you, because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no one regarded, because you disdained all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your terror comes. When your terror comes like a storm, and your destruction comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. Then they will call on me, but I will not answer. They will seek my diligence. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me, because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would have none of my counsel and despise my every rebuke. Therefore they shall eat the fruit of their own way and be filled to the full with their own fancies. For the turning away of the simple will slay them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear of evil. Oh, a little rough reading this morning. Went to bed about 4 hours ago. Good morning, Linda, from another time. Yeah, I went to bed about 4 hours ago, and I hadn't got enough sleep. But I've committed to you guys and the Lord to do this every morning, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. We are in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. And it starts out, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand, therefore, having girded your waist with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. And take up the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful to this end with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints, and for me, that utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that in it I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. Oh, and that concludes this morning's reading. Proverbs chapter 1 and Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 through 20. Well, I hope everybody has a church home to go to this morning. This is the Lord's Sunday, September the 1st, and I hope that your church home is filled with people with their hearts open to the Lord and in full-on worship mode. Thank y'all for joining me. I am going to slip back in there and get a little more sleep before I have to get up and get ready. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Hope your day is filled with blessings from the Lord. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. See y'all later. Don't forget, we go live tonight at 7. Dina will join me. I believe Dina's going to join me this evening.